So, what does the roadmap to becoming a data scientist look like? Now, there are several factors. However, I'm going to boil down and keep it a simplified version that will help you know what the roadmap of a data scientist will look like. Now, the first thing that you typically begin with is the domain knowledge. Now, without this particular knowledge, you cannot solve problems. And to what I mean by domain and business knowledge is that, let's say you are working in a maybe e-commerce company, and the e-commerce sells products on a website through some technology. Okay, so now if there are customers that are getting acquired by that company and there are some existing customers, then if you have to look at these two customer segments, then if they are not getting new customers, then their system or whatever they are creating the business will start declining. And so you need to know what kind of decline happened, why it is happening. And so to get a domain knowledge is more important when you want to get into data science, because that is when you will appreciate the problems that that particular domain faces. So once you get the business and business knowledge and domains, what you need to do is how to form a business problem. Right? This is what will define you as a data scientist. And once you formulate this business problem, then you can use computer science and mathematics and statistics to solve those problems. And the next part that you need to then move into is you're going to research, that is this particular form, move from here to here, you do some research and learn some mathematics and statistics, because the traditional ways of doing research and by applying mathematics and statistics is always there, and it will always be there. And so you need to start working on your mathematics and statistics skills that will set the foundations of what you need to do. Okay, so that is going to be the second step, where you learn your mathematics and statistics and learn to apply maths and stats for solving problems. Right, so once you identify the problem statements, then you want to solve the problems using mathematics and statistics. Now this will not be sufficient, and hence what you need to do as a next step is to learn some ML, and in this basically you're trying advanced ways of solving problems. So you're going to move into doing solving advanced problem using ML and some algorithms. That is where you move on to. So you begin with the problem statement, business understanding, you solve with problems, mathematics and statistics, and you learn to apply them. Then you go into learning machine learning and you find advanced way to solve problems. Now, while you're doing all of this, definitely you need some coding skills, right? Some coding skills, and not as much as a software developer, but enough to solve and write problems and automate processes. And so that's one of the things that you will start picking up. Now, this is the place where you also need to learn how to deploy stuff. And so you need to learn a little bit of software development to basically deploy whatever work you're doing to the production so that it can be utilized, right? That is the deploy part of it. Between some of this also, right, you'll also have something called as visualization, right, and communication, right? So basically, all the steps that we have taken will sort of build and solve the problem, but unless you visualize it and communicate it to the stakeholders, it's not going to be put through, right? So that's how the steps will look like for you to get into data science. You basically understand the domain knowledge, then you learn some mathematics and statistics, you do some advanced problem solving through machine learning, and while you're doing that, you learn some coding and how to deploy your applications, and then you learn the last step, to basically maybe not here in this particular part, but the last step maybe is going to be in this particular format. So this will be maybe the sixth step. The fifth step really comes here, where you visualize and communicate. Right? So this is what you need to be doing. Now in the next video we'll speak about the tools and technologies required to get into data scientist, but as of now this is the road map to become a data scientist.